Swami, is a special dress needed for leading a good spiritual life? Why I am asking this is, I have traveled so many ashrams in India, all of them have some dress code. Monks are wearing ochre colored clothes. Ramana wore only a loin clothes. Some kind of uniform is there for all. Even regarding shaving and stitching, Buddhists have certain laws. Will this lead to freedom or to more bondage? Is a name changing necessary? How can such surface things touch the deepest core? We have already said the real thing is knowledge of the self. Nothing else will touch the deepest core. The recognition of the deepest core alone can touch the deepest core. Not any changing the name, changing the dress or anything. But till you reach that, all these things can help. It is not needed for all because everyone is having some kind of uniform. Dress itself is not needed. No animal is wearing a dress. Why are we wearing dress? Somebody asked Bhagavan, why are you wearing only a loin cloth? Bhagavan said, the society needs it. He said, he didn't say, he didn't give any other explanation. He said, it is not, even that is not needed for me. Because the society needs it. A policeman without the uniform also can rule, also can become a traffic police, can show like this. Will anybody obey him? Standing there, somebody in Ramanacharana in front, there was a little cranky fellow always doing traffic police job. Nobody will look at him. So without that dress also, a police is a police. He can be a police. No uniform is needed. So everywhere there is a kind of culture. All these things have come from through culture. And every cultural tradition has its own ways. The moment you look at it, most of the people cannot look beyond the physical appearance. Most of us are so much overpowered by the physical appearance. So when you see something, sometimes we also make the mistake. People come without any, the dress code will not be good. Sometimes they come from some other country, somewhere their dress code will not be suiting to this culture. But when you talk to them, after some time you find they are very pure souls, very spiritual souls, but they have not become aware of this culture. That is the only thing. Soon they also understand how we should behave here, and they also change. Sometimes they are much more disciplined than the local people. So this is all outer things. They do not have much significance, but spiritually, our spirituality, Vedanta, is very much connected to the Vedic culture. And in this Vedic culture, there are certain kind of dress codes. Like the Brahmins, they wear this kacha, shikha. and sannyasa, which renunciation, without renunciation also a person can be an illumined soul, outer renunciation. But Ramakrishna used to say, elephant is an elephant with good ivory. But if you put gold in it, it is more beautiful. Sannyasa is like that only. Only that much. It is like a sign of renunciation. For a teacherhood also it is good, and for protecting you also. I have taken this path, don't disturb me. This is the sign for that. Don't disturb me. Don't call me to your marriage ceremony or something like that. I don't. Generally people, those who know this culture, they move away from such a person and they don't disturb. So that is associated. See, Bhagavan obeying everything. Bhagavan could have put a shirt. He could have worn a pant also. Then also he would have been Ramana Maharshi only. No difference. But he stuck to that sagely culture. Never changed. And why should he have that kamandala? He could have taken a much better vessel. He will be always having that kamandala in his hand. Danda in his hand. And every Paurnami they will give him a clean shave. He just obeyed the tradition which he represented, that's all. But simply by doing that, a person will not spiritually awakened by that. So everywhere there is some dress code. Even in Ramanashram, they have put a board that you should wear only this kind of dress like that. So that is a discipline which is needed. And regarding change is also in sannyasa only it is given, because it is a ritual by which the person, the old man, is gone. A Shraddha ceremony is also conducted. Actually, there is no necessity to give a name. But for the world, again, a name is needed. Kanchi Shankaracharya, Chandrasekharendra Swami gave sannyasa to one of his very close people. He gave everything, the ochre robe, the danda, everything. But no name. They asked, I asked them, why no name? Because Swami said, there is no name for Brahman. But that can create problem. One of them, when they went to North India, this Naga sadhus caught hold of him and they asked his Yogapatta, the name. Because to remain, to check the authenticity, to make it clear that you are not a fake one. They are very, sometimes they are violent also. So he snatched the danda and threw it away. With tears, he told me this. So, these things can happen. So, as long as you are in the world, some dress code is needed, something is needed. Only that much importance is there for this. When you come into that culture, it has its own power. Bhava, we call it bhava. That spiritual meditativeness sometimes come with it. You know, Ramakrishna used to say that for those who have the inherent tendency of sannyasa, you put a kashaya, ochre robe on his body, his mind will enter samadhi. That much bhava is there. You put the ochre robe, the person is lifted. There is a great spiritual elevation in him. His mind will enter samadhi. So that much sacredness, feeling of sacredness is there. Association, it came through association only, because great sages have dressed like that. Like from long back, from Buddha, Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva, everyone. All of them have obeyed that tradition, that way of doing things. So that is the way. The dress code all comes like that. Anyway, you need a disciplined dress code. Otherwise, in a good civilized place, others will give you something. Now you see people disregarding dress code. In Rishikesh, Haridwar, one American lady, she asked me, why these Indians are behaving like this? She has come with great bhakti, with very, very well dressed. And these people coming from Haryana, from Punjab, to do rafting in Ganga, all mad crowd, and dressed without any decency. Somebody from outside, they come and ask, why are they wearing like this? So some sense must be there. Some rule must be there. You become totally insensitive. That creates problem for others. Because of this, all the spiritual places are also spoiled, destroyed. So it's like part of culture, refinement. So these surface things cannot touch the deepest core. These are all only surface things. Certainly they are surface thing. Body itself is a surface thing. Even mind, when you go deeper, is a surface thing. Only true jnanam can touch the deepest core. Ganeshana used to say, our Kohen, Bhagwan's direct disciple Kohen, used to wear bhasma. And one day he told Ganeshana, Ganesha, please bring some bhasma. You also should wear bhasma. But remember, however bhasma you put it, you will not realize the self. I am wearing this because my master told me to do that. Swami used to say that. They all will be wearing bhasma. Is it? One day I went before Bhagwan, because we will be always in urgency, take a quick bath and rush to him. So I rushed to see him without bhasma. Bhagwan said, hey, vara vazhiyila sobathileyavadhu kaiya potuttu vechinu vandirukkalame. In Tamil he said, at least you could have touched the wall with that lime there, you could have put it here. It doesn't mean that by that you will get any realization, but that contained the base of bhakti, the bhava of Shiva, that's all. That gives great beauty. If all those things are there, it will look dry. So it gives a touch of that sageliness, that things, but even without that, realization can shine forth. Nothing wrong. Okay. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva tato na vachyam mama kinchidasti yatha taveshtam kurumam tatheva tvam atmanatham ramanam bhajami.